Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing? Good morning. Welcome to the stream, the morning stream, 4 a.m. Eastern every single day. A little late started, that's why my paper's not taped up. So you guys see, I usually use an 11 by 17 sheet of paper. So one of these guys here, your average cover book artist, well, back in the day anyway, I think nowadays, everybody, a lot of people use go digital nowadays, but for the most part, people, they draw on this size. Okay, but we'll take this like we always do. We're gonna put it here like this. I'm going to make it 2. I'm gonna tape it up. Usually I do this before we start, but today I didn't wake up late, but I had some things I needed to take care of this morning. That's why. And I thought to myself, instead of just starting the stream late, let's tape it together. And I just take myself on like a regular, good old piece of tape here. There you go. And I guess might not be the best thing to do in today's flu age. And good morning, Kurt. How are you, my friend? Not really a good idea to do it in today's flu age. Let's go ahead and put that together. All right. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. I'm starting to pile in a little bit here. Hello, let's see, Uzbek, is that how you say his name? Hello, Spooky. Hello, Arslan. Hello, Enric. Hello, good to meet Miss Moonsy. How are you? So I'm just here and I'm just taping the paper together. So if you look at all the pieces I've been doing on these lives, they're all double page spreads. So if you open up a comic book, double page spread means they're on both pages. And this is usually the size whenever we do a double page spread. That's what we do. Cut the tape. Cut the tape here like this. So we start today's stream with a little arts and crafts before we get to finally some Ninja Turtles today. Now, I was very busy yesterday. We had a lot of things. I needed to do yesterday. We're actually preparing for my live show. For those of you guys don't know, I have a children's show. It's called Time to Draw. That we are doing a show next weekend. So we are getting ready for that show, and we're going to be doing it here in Toronto, Canada, which is good actually, because the kids actually are on strike. Well, not the kids, but the teachers are on strike next week. So my kids don't have school next week. I'd like to start the stream, but I don't have a pencil. It'd be nice if I had a pencil, right, guys? It'd be nice if I had a pencil. So, we're doing turtles today. Turtles, rah, 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 turtles, ha, ha, ha. Well, I will anyway if I can find my pencil. At least I can find my pencil. You know why? Because yesterday we actually didn't use the pencil, right? Yesterday. And thank you for everyone who joined the WandaVision stream yesterday. That was a lot of fun. I think we'll do that next week. I can find the pencil. Hold on, guys. I apologize. Usually I turn on these things and I'm ready to draw. But, just give me a second here. Oh. Where did my pencil go? Really hard to do a stream when you don't have a pencil, isn't it? and dudes, it's flu season, right? How are you guys doing? Are you sick? Where's my pencil? I think my pencil's sick. I guess I can't find it. What a great way to start the stream. Me looking for my pencil for like 5 minutes. There you go. Arslan's so sick. Everyone's sick, right? Everyone's sick. My kids, my daughter got sick last week, and then just everyone I know is sick. There's also a Tylenol shortage. You cannot find pain medication anywhere right now. All the pharmacies, their shelves are dry. So everybody's got a flu of some sort. Now I started feeling it a little bit yesterday, last night. So you know when you feel something coming on, the sick. That's coming on. And PS4 Gamer just subscribed. Well, what's up, my friend? Thanks for being here. And then I fell asleep. And the thing was, I had a meeting last night. I slept right through it. Oh, I was so mad. Yeah, it is what it is. So I'm here. Give me a second, guys. I apologize, guys. Just give me a couple minutes. Let me go find a pencil, because we can't really stream without a pencil, right? So just give me a minute. I'm actually going to put the lock screen on. Hold on tight. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, hold on. All right. Sorry for the delay. Sorry, I found it. It was on the other table. That's what it is. So, this is what we're going to do today, guys. Now, I was intending on putting a poll up yesterday about which turtles I was going to draw in terms of which kind. But first of all, I was extremely busy yesterday, so I didn't have the chance to do it. But today, whenever I do pieces like this, and we're recording, whenever I do pieces like this, we always, I always do 2 days, so we're gonna do this all weekend. PS4 Gamer, shout out. So what I'm gonna do is, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take an old promo photo or promo image of the turtles way back in the 80s, okay? And I'm gonna recreate it. That's what we're gonna do. But don't worry, in this piece, of course, I'm gonna add in as many of the are your favorites as possible, like Shredder and like Splinter and like I don't know who else. Maybe Krang, maybe depends. Tomorrow I'm hoping to get the turtles done today, and then tomorrow is all the extras like April O'Neil, Casey Jones, like all of those guys. Okay, so we're gonna add all of those. So we are going to go for about. It depends. It will depend. I have a hard out at about 8:30 a.m. So around four and a half hours. Okay. So it is Saturday. I get to go just a tiny bit longer. But actually this week I'll be able to go a tiny bit longer because my kids are they're not going to school. They're on strike. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get this started here, guys. You're like, James, enough yapping. Enough with the yapping, James. Enough with the yapping. Let's get drawn here. Okay. Usually, I've been trying my best to. Get started drawing right away because before I would stream and it would take literally 30 minutes before I stream. And today is actually one of those days. So in this particular image I have here, let's see if I can share it. I might share it. Let me see if I can share it. Let's see if I can share this image. Okay, just give me a second here. Oh wait, let me see what this is. Save images. I'm actually going to share the image that I'm going to be using as a layout. Okay, so just give me a second here. Go to images. Save that there. Okay, and then I'm gonna add insert image. Okay, so let me look for one. Images. So, there it is. Ta-da! This one. So this one here, this is the one. This is the image, and this is the image that up here at the top here. This is what I'm going to be kind of doing, okay? It's a really old image, so I'm going to recreate this image here. Bravin says I could add Batman if I wanted to. I could also add, if that was the case, I could also add like Power Rangers. And then we're going to do a TV show with the Power Rangers as well, right? Power Rangers, and then, of course, and also, you know what else I could add? I could also add... I could also add... Let me turn down the contrast so you guys can see. I want to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing here. There you go. There you go. I could also technically do, if we're going to Cobra Kai. Have you seen those toys? They have Cobra Kai Turtles toys. I just saw that at Toys R Us here in Canada. We still have Toys R Us in Canada, guys. Toys R Us is still here in Canada. So, but the Turtles will take up most of this particular drawing here. So we're gonna do this is, as you can see here, see up here, that's Raphael up there. That's what we are doing. So how's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing today? Good to see you. It's the weekend, guys. It's the weekend. It's the weekend. We're gonna have some fun on the weekend, drawing us some turtles, and I'm super excited for it. So part of me wants to make his shoulders even wider here. Something like that. Something like that. So you can see it coming together here. Raphael. There you go. Knuckle Sandwich has time off work today. So again, guys, just so everything's a bit structured, okay, if you want to have your question be prioritized, why don't we go ahead and do that in the well, we don't have to do it in the community. We'll try it without the community chat. I always find the community chat's a little easier for me. Let's do it in the community chat. Okay, we're gonna do that, guys. Just give me a second here. Going into the community chat. So I'm gonna make a post right now in the community chat. If you want to ask me a question, it could be about anything. All right, you could ask me a question about, about what I'm drawing. You could ask me any art question you want, any inquiries you want. Now's the chance to ask me live. So go ask me anything. Anything. Oh, hold on. Let's go to our. There you go. Ask me anything. Anything. And another thing. Anything. Anything while I draw turtles. There you go. That's a good post. Anything. Ask me anything, guys. Ask me anything. Oh, I can feel the sickness coming. It's coming, guys. It's coming. Okay, post there. All right. So put your comments in here if you want me to read your comments. Again, how do we get here? Again, go to my channel here. Go to my channel. Go to my channel. Okay, go to community. Here, community tab. This is where you want to go, okay? Go to the community tab. Ask me anything while I draw turtles. Click here. Okay, and then comment here, all right? This is what I'm going to prioritize. So I will go to the chat on occasion. But if you want to ask me a question that I will answer, this is the place for it, okay? So that's what we're going to do. Let's get back to drawing. I'm actually going to put this chat under here. I'm just arranging my regular screen here. So let's see. Back up a little bit. There you go. So this is going to be fun, guys. I'm excited. Again, I'm excited to do this. I am very, very excited to do this. This piece here. It's been a long time coming. Okay, so Dexify says hi. Hello, Dexify. Arslan Zone goes, which markers do I use for drawing? Okay, so first of all, what I'm using right now, this particular pencil here, is just a regular HB Bic pencil. All right, friends at Bic. They don't give me any money, so I shouldn't shout them out, okay? But I got this from the dollar store here, guys. So again, just showing that you don't need expensive equipment to get started, especially for you guys. A lot of you guys want to use what the professionals use. Of course we do. We always want to use what the professionals do. But if you're just starting out, guys, start out as cheaply as you can, okay? Because it's all about the skills you know up here. So for those of you, especially I know a lot of you might not have access to some of these, the special equipment that I'm using. Like, and when it comes to the colors, of course, I don't expect anybody to be able to afford Copics. Like, those are expensive. Like, even for a set of 12, they're extremely expensive. So, I don't expect any of you guys to get those. But with that, I say, just get the cheapest imaginable. This here is like how many I could get these pencils for $1. Same with this, I could get a pack of 5 of these for $1. $2, you're already drawn. Typewriter paper, or typewriter, we don't have typewriter. Whoever has a typewriter? I want to know who has a typewriter. Regular bond paper, as we say, bond paper. And Bob's your uncle, you're good to go. Let's start drawing. Okay, you don't need anything fancy. But I am using, for me personally, I'm using Strathmore Bristol board right now. And for the markers itself, I use Sakura. My friends at Sakura have been extremely good to me. A longtime sponsor of this channel. They give me my art supplies. So they give me all of my markers and my pens. A shout out to my buddy Wayne, by the way. Huge shout out to my buddy Wayne, who's also a great artist in his own right. Wayne, they send me all of these supplies, and I couldn't be more grateful. So thank you to Wayne, thank you to Sakura for sharing these art supplies. I've been using them for a long time. Now, for the most part, before my relationship with Sakura, I would just get what was ever on sale. Whatever line, what are they called? Line, what are they called? They're called, not archival ink, but pens like this, whatever was on sale at the art store, that's what I would get. I used to go to this art store called Curry's here in Toronto, but they, I don't know, they, every time I go there, they don't have anything. Like, their shelves are empty. I think they're not doing very well, unfortunately. Ever since the pandemic. Like, their stock has went down, and I don't buy anything. Let me just blow my nose. See that on screen. So hope everyone who's a little under the weather, hope you get better. But for me, it's like everybody. And there's no pain meds, no Tylenol anywhere. I have just a little bit of children's Tylenol just in case one of my kids get sick, but you cannot find Tylenol on the shelves anywhere. Any sort of cold medicine, any medicine, you cannot find right now. Hospitals are packed with all people with the flu, you know. So just stay safe, guys. Stay safe. Good morning, Angel Bob. How you doing, my friend? Let's see here. Next question from Xeno Goku. My friend Xeno Goku. How you doing, my friend Xeno? Let's see here. Who is your favorite turtle? Who's your favorite turtle? Somebody asked me this the other day. I'm gonna go Leonardo. I'm gonna go Leonardo. Because I think a lot of people go for Raphael or Michelangelo. I'm a Leonardo guy. I'm a Leonardo. I think also because I like the color blue. I've always liked Leonardo, but I think it's more because I just like the color blue more than anything else. Just because I like the color blue. So that's why I'm going there. There you go. So let's see here. No, Donnie. So you let me know in the chat. You guys let me know in the chat. Who is your favorite turtle? Who's your favorite turtle? Okay. Let's see. From Dexify. I really love art, but I don't know how to draw or where to start. So wondering if you could give me teach me or guide me on where to start and what to do. That's a great question, my friend. That's a wonderful question because some people don't know where to start. And I would say start by starting. and start as cheaply as possible, okay? So even if that means if you just have like a ballpoint pen at home, you got a ballpoint pen, you know, some sort of paper, just start sketching and start drawing things that you like to draw. I always say that when somebody's starting to draw, I won't tell them to go get all these anatomy books or all these perspective books to start off. You're just starting off. I would tell you start by drawing things you want to draw. Start drawing things that interest you, okay? And start small. Don't try to start drawing a Unicron or anything complex. Just start drawing simple things like an eye. Start doing tutorials. You know, my friend Mark Crilly has so many wonderful tutorials. Something that easy. I always say, guys, if you're just starting off, the most important thing when you're starting off is not the actual drawing quality. Because you're not going to be good. You're not going to be good, and it takes time. Start by getting confidence in drawing. Because once you start getting confidence, then all the good stuff comes later, okay? All the drawing skill, it will come later, but you need a little bit of confidence first. So I say start there, okay? Start by watching some tutorials and start easy. Very, very simple tutorials. Start and finish it. Because if you start something and you finish it, and it looks semi-okay, you're going to get a little bit of confidence. And you're going to want to do more. I will not tell you to start drawing exactly what I'm drawing here, for example. I would never tell you to draw that. Unless you want to. You want to give it a try, but the odds are you're not going to be as good as you want it to be. I'm sure it will be good, but it won't be as great as you'd like it to be. So start with something simple. I say if you want to start drawing characters, start with drawing like simple characters. Don't start with something like this. Start with drawing simple characters. If you have a favorite cartoon, start with drawing, for example, was that regular show? Not regular show. What's the one? Amazing World of Gumball. Those are easy, right? Start with drawing something easy that you could do well, so you get confidence. Because starting off at the beginning, unless you you can get frustrated really easy if you don't do well right away. That's just what happens. My pencil's broken. I'm gonna freak out. There you go. This whole live stream, guys. Just me doing this for a while. So confidence, my friend Dex. And be patient. It will come. It'll take a while. You're not gonna be working for Marvel next year, right? But maybe one day if you take your time. Okay, take your time, learn the craft, and eventually it will come. Even if you're old, even if you're like 45, never picked up a pencil before. You're 45 like me. And why is my pencil going down here? If you're old like me, still take those few years and learn and really try to get the skill. And then the time will come when you're ready for it. Okay? What's going on with this pencil? This pencil served us well over the past week. By the way, can somebody count how many days we've been doing this? And it's not as simple as just going and counting the live videos on my channel, because some of them I did on the same day. So if somebody could actually tell me, if you actually know, my pencil's broken, guys. I think my pencil's broken. It fixed my pencil live. This is the downside to cheap materials here, guys. What happened here? There you go. It got scared. There you go. Can someone tell me how many I've done live so far? Because we've gone over a week now. Have we gone 2 weeks? We haven't gone 2 weeks yet. We're almost at 2 weeks, I believe. Because I believe I started on a Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. Because I might start dating these. I might start dating day... How many? Day whatever. And the goal would be... First of all, the goal is to get to the end of the year. If we could make that goal, then we're going to try to get to... a full year going live, right? So that's what we're going to try to do, okay? But wonderful question, Dexify. Wonderful question. Let me just, before I answer the question, I think we're going to start rendering here, okay? So I think it's good enough what I'm doing here just to start rendering, okay? So again, if you guys want to ask me a question, go to the community tab. Best place to ask me a question. And I'm just going to change his expression here, guys, because it's just... Go to the community tab, guys. Go to the community tab and ask me your questions there. I'm taking a step back, looking at it. The one shoulder looks bigger. By the way, a way to fix the proportions, guys. Take a look at a mirror. You put in a mirror. If you're drawing digitally, flip it. Flip it. That's the way to do it. Okay. Next question. Here. Is it 20? I think it's... Is it 20 already? Are we at 20? I don't think so. I don't think so. Remember, you can't count every day because sometimes I stream multiple times a day. Because it's less than 2 weeks. I know that. It's less than 2 weeks. Because some days I stream 3 times a day. So I know it's less. I think we're at 13. Or, no, 12. Could be 12 days? I think it's 12 days. Instead of 13. But you guys tell me if you could check. But anyway. Big Mirage style tee. I think we can read this. I think we're right. Let me just take a look at Mirage. The Mirage Ninja Turtle. The original Ninja Turtles. The real Ninja Turtles to some. And a shout out to my friends at IDW, who've been doing amazing things with the Turtles recently. It's IDW, right? Yeah. My friend John Barber. I don't know if John is still the editor-in-chief at IDW. I'm not sure, but. Okay, I think that's good enough. Let's do it there. Okay, this is going to be, as you see, it's Raphael. It's interesting the way they do the turtles here. It's more kind of more pointy, right? Kind of more. I do want it to have that Kevin Eastman, the original Turtles kind of flair. By the way, have you guys seen the Toys That Made Us, the Turtles version? It's actually pretty cool. And a very, very interesting story. It's also a tale about business partnership, and all that stuff, and everything that could go wrong, and everything that could go right with it. So, okay, I think that's good enough for now. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start inking this dude. Okay, we can start inking this dude. There you go. So next question here. The next question is from. Let's see here. Lisa Adams. Hiya. Hi. Do you have any drawing tips for my 7-year-old son? Well, first of all, I'm not sure if he's up at this time, Lisa Adams, but thank you that your son is watching, and thank you for watching. I appreciate that. He asked if you could please do a Godzilla drawing. For sure. I actually do want to do a kaiju piece, and mainly because, like your son, I have a friend of mine. A good friend of mine. I'm good friends with his family, and he absolutely loves kaiju. So I will do like a kaiju piece sooner than later. But any drawing tips for my 7-year-old son? Pretty much the tips I gave to Dexify just now pretty much applies to your son as well. Just start drawing, and then again, it doesn't have to be expensive. You don't have to buy all of these fancy equipment or anything like that. No, absolutely not. The important thing is to just start drawing. And at his age, he should just start drawing everything that he likes. Everything that your son likes to draw. His favorite cartoons. And the most important thing at this point in time in development, confidence. I think starting off, that's the biggest thing. Confidence. When you're starting from scratch, confidence. The more confidence you get, the more you're going to want to learn, and more you want to practice, and the more you're going to be okay with quote-unquote failing at things. The more quote-unquote you'll be okay with trying something a little bit more ambitious and not doing well. Because if he starts trying to do like a 50-page mural, most likely he's not going to finish. Most likely, right? Unless he's just that hard of a worker. But even for me, that's hard to do. So, to your son, maybe just get him like a little sketchbook, or even just some regular paper, just a pen, and get him to just start doodling. Draw his favorite cartoon characters. Simple. Start simple. Don't do these complex characters. Do simple characters. and build that confidence, and time will come. Especially at 7, just fall in love with drawing. That's what I'd tell your son right now. Don't worry about anatomy. Don't worry about all those drawing techniques. Important thing is to learn how to love drawing. Okay, and that's where I would start. Okay, but thank you for watching. Hopefully, I don't know if you guys are just up late or not. It's 4:30 my time, 4:30 a.m. All right, inking time, my friends. Inking time. Next question. I think these went out of order. Is that why? I think these went out of order. So, go news first. I think that's what. Oh, that's what happened. My apologies, guys, to those we skipped over their questions. They start to get mixed up here. Sorry, I apologize that it's not in the right order. One Day Music asks, "Hey man, how could I learn drawing like a good professional? I want to become an animator." Again, just like I said, okay. If you're serious, you like it already, you want to be an animator, there's thousands of tutorials on YouTube. Thousands upon thousands. I would make it a point where you would do at least one big tutorial a week for you, okay? Big tutorial. It sounds like you're older. I'm not sure if you're older or younger. But for you, I would say maybe at least one. And there's so many. Start a tutorial from start to finish. And start simple. Whatever you feel you can handle. But the important thing is you finish it. It's not the drawing quality at this point. It's finishing. It's all about finishing what you start. Because that's where you gain confidence, okay? But again, a lot of what I just said to Lisa and to Dexify, pretty much the same thing I would recommend to you. Okay, so good luck to you. The animation's hard. And today you're going to need to learn 3D animation. Okay, the 2D animation, it's still there. There's still 2D animation, but for the most part, it's all 3D now. So you're going to, if you want to be an animator, you're going to have to learn the 3D software. If you want to really get ahead of the game, you can already start trying to learn some 3D softwares. Like Blender is free. You can start by using Blender because it's free on your free 3D software. I would actually start there. If you want to start learning some 3D software, Blender is it. I would do Blender. I would do Blender because eventually you were going to use Maya, but Maya is very expensive even for the student license. Maya is extremely expensive, so I wouldn't do Maya. Like I was trained in Maya in terms of 3D. That is my program of choice, Maya. But then again, it's been years since I touched it, so it's probably changed quite a bit since I last used it. So good luck to you, man. Big ambition, lots of jobs in animation. And there always will be, whether it be movies, film, gaming, whatever, you name it. Lots and lots of jobs. I always tell you guys too, even if you want to go into art, and not sure what discipline of art you want to go in, I always say, see if you can get into an animation course, because animation course, you will learn storytelling, you will learn how to draw properly, you will learn 3D software. There's so much you're going to learn in an animation course, more than other courses, unless you want to be like a sculptor or something like that. But even then, you do some sculpting in animation. They make what we call maquettes out of clay. Okay, that's when they're trying to design characters, they do things like called maquettes. So even sculpture in that essence. So I always say to you guys, like if you want like an overall, you're not sure which art discipline you want to go into, go into animation. Go to animation, and then you could always go to any sort of art field, professional art field after that. So that's what my recommendation to you would be. Okay, so next question here. Next question comes from my buddy Art Dad. Art Dad's back. Hello, Art Dad. Good to see you, my friend. He says, when you color a piece, do you color light to dark or dark to light, and why? That's a wonderful. It depends. That's a wonderful question, though, Art Dad. Now with Copics, what I'm finding is it's actually, you could blend better if you go dark to light, but you have to have everything planned out. That's the only issue with that. You have to have everything planned out if you do it that way. You have to know where everything's going. But I find you could blend the and again, don't take it from me. There's way better Copic guys out there to listen to than me. But for me personally, I find that if I go from dark to light, it's much easier to blend the colors. Or if I go to light to dark, it's easier to fix problems. But then I have to go back over it again to kind of blend the coloring. So it depends what it is, Art Dad. On the computer, actually, come to think about it, even on the computer, when I color digitally, I actually go from dark to light. I think that's a little out of the norm. I think if you take a painting class, they'll tell you to go light to dark. If you take like a regular run-of-the-mill painting class, they'll tell you light to dark. But for me personally, I like dark to light. Okay, but again, do what works for you guys. That's a personal preference. Do what works for you guys. Me personally, dark to light works better for me. It's a great question though. See, he even says he does dark to light as well, but use Arteza markers. Awesome. Are they good? I've never tried it. Xavier R says, "What's your favorite pizza?" I'm gonna go. Okay, in terms of toppings on pizza, and this is a wonderful subject matter, especially for what we're drawing here. Toppings wise, I'm a meat guy, so I like a good meat lover's pizza, right? I love a good Canadian pizza, so quote unquote Canadian pizza. They're gonna put bacon and ground beef and mushrooms like that. That's usually what's on a Canadian. If you ask for Canadian style slice at Domino's here, that's what we get. Now I'm going to ask the pizza question everybody asks, and then I will let you know my choice. Okay, everybody in the chat right now. You tell me. Pineapple on pizza, yay or nay? And I'm going to tell you my choice. A lot of you already know my choice. Pineapple on pizza, yay or nay? Let's go. Whenever we talk about pizza, it's what everybody brings up. Fair. Pineapple on pizza, yay or nay? Go for it. Oh. Nicholas, yay. Everyone else, nay. That's a sin, Elijah says. Dexify never tried it. Cyber says yay. Most people are saying nay, or it's the same person saying nay twice. Watch, Bravin, watch me whip. Watch me nay. Yes, no, yes. I love pineapple on pizza. I won't lie. I absolutely love it. I love pineapple on pizza. We did when we finished the when we finished the Star Wars mural, the original one, and the OGs here will remember this. What we did to celebrate when because it was a big question whenever we had a stream before. It was a big question all the time when we were streaming back in those days. Whenever we talked about pizza, it was always a big debate. And I am pro pineapple on pizza. I love pineapple pizza. Now, Hawaiians will even get mad at you. My friends in Hawaii get mad at us when we call that Hawaiian pizza. Because Hawaiian pizza, if you don't know, it's like ham and pineapple. At least ham and pineapple. You put bacon on it. I love that pizza. I absolutely love it, okay? If you don't like it, I totally understand. You don't like it? Cool. That's awesome. Don't eat it. More for me. But when we finished the original Star Wars mural, we celebrated by doing something called the Pineapple Stream. The Pineapple Stream. I don't know if anyone here was at that Pineapple Stream. If you were here at that Pineapple Stream, let me know. If you were here at that Pineapple Stream, let me know. It was called the Pineapple Stream. And me and Mark Michael, you guys remember my good friend Mark Michael? We went live. I tried to eat a pineapple in record time. We ate 2 big pineapple pizzas, and we karaoke'd all night long. That's what we did. That's what we did. By the way, if you want to be a great artist, pineapple on pizza. That's all I'm gonna say. Actually, if you want to be a bad artist, like me, pineapple on pizza. I'm just joking. To each his own. Though I do get it, guys. I do get it. I do get how some of you feel about pineapple on pizza, because I saw recently someone put kiwi on pizza. And my first reaction was, ew, kiwi on pizza? But then I remembered I like pineapple on pizza. I love pineapple on pizza. So I was like, okay, if they like it, congrats. Good for you. And that's what I always say, guys. If you don't like it, that's fine. Leave it for me. I'll take it. I'll take it. You want to pass on your pineapple pizza? That's fine. Give it to me. I'll eat it. Well, I won't eat it now. I'm on carnivore diet right now. I'm on carnivore diet. So. Oh, here. Julian asks in the live chat. He goes, what is your go-to karaoke song? I got a couple. Number one, all time, especially if it's people I don't know, it's Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody, my number one go-to of all time. If I'm with my Filipino friends, as you know, my heritage is Filipino, and some of you are from the Philippines. My go-to Filipino song is a song called Kailangan Kita. Kailangan Kita. I can't even say it. I can't speak Tagalog. But I can read Tagalog, kind of. I don't understand Tagalog, but I can kind of read it. So that's my song. That's my song. Balut on pizza. Now you're talking, knuckle sandwich. Balut pizza. Who wants to try that? Balut pizza. There you go. Well, as long as you don't have the duck heads there, it should be okay. As long as you don't have the duck heads there, it should be fine. Right? So, love me some good karaoke. We should do some karaoke streams, guys. Why don't we do some karaoke streams? Not in the morning, though. Maybe we'll do like Friday night or something if I'm not doing anything. If the kids aren't home. Like my youngest daughter, she's sleeping over my in-laws' place tonight. So, but my other two kids are here, so maybe not a good day to do karaoke today. So. But great question. Again, what's your favorite topping on pizza? What's your favorite topping? No judgment. Oh, here's another one. What do you think of deep dish pizza? What do you guys think of deep dish pizza? Some people really don't like deep dish pizza. They don't call it pizza. They call it something. I forgot what they call it. Some people don't call deep dish pizza, but I love this deep dish pizza, Chicago style. Deep dish pizza. Love me some deep dish pizza. Love it. Because it's kind of like a stuffed pizza, right? It's a stuffed pizza. Let's see. Chicken and cheese on pizza, Igaretto. Knuckle sandwich. Love deep dish. Yes. Love deep dish pizza. Fantastic. Love me some pizza, baby. Love me some pizza. Horrible for you. But, well, you know, that's the thing. They say it's bad for you, but it's got all the food groups, right? It's got, it's got dairy, it's got meats and cheese and bread. It's all of it. All together. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that, guys? What's wrong with that? Let's see here. Suture Art said, I tried pineapple pizza, but I felt it took away some of the flavor. It's very strong. I'll 100% agree with you. And if you think about it too much, of course it's going to take, that's all you can think about is the pineapple, right? Yeah, teach his own. Don't have it anymore. No problem. I'm not the kind of guy, if you tell me you don't like it, then I'm going to be like, no, you should like it. It's so awesome. You have to like it. You're just being, you just didn't try it. You just didn't try it properly. No. If you don't like it, I understand. It's just like when somebody doesn't like a show. When somebody doesn't like a show and everybody's like, no, you have to like it. You're wrong. You really liked it, but you're like fooling yourself that you didn't like it. You're like fooling yourself. Each his own. You like it, I don't. It's all good. It's all love, baby. It's all love, baby. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, next question here from my friend Matt Avon. Apasami? Is that your name? Okay. My biggest mistake in drawing faces is that I always draw the nose amount too high. Any advice? Sketch it out first. Lay it out. You see those people using guidelines, right? If you're using guidelines before you start drawing, you'll know already if it's too high or not. You'll know already. Okay, so, and work with the pencil first. Sketch it out. I will always tell you guys, don't use my technique especially when you're starting out. You see how loosely I draw everything? I would say what I'm doing with the ink pen right now, do that with a pencil first, okay? What I'm doing with it. So you see me sketch out, I would go over this tightly. We call those tight pencils. Do that with a pencil first, okay? If you're not experienced, okay? Don't do what I do and go straight to ink because you can't make any changes. It's fine for me. It's not saying I don't make mistakes in these pieces of art. Doesn't mean I don't make mistakes. Of course I do. But when I do, it's not as often as somebody who'd be just starting out. And that's because of experience, guys. Again, I've been working professional for over 20 years now. So that's experience. Okay? You don't need to start where I am. Okay? Start in your own pace, okay? And your own style too. Your own style. You don't have to draw like me. You don't have lines, veins in the neck. That doesn't make a good drawing. Okay. Speaking of which, yesterday on Twitter, guys, and this is funny if you see my timeline. There's this Twitter account, okay, that I follow and my buddy Don Figueroa follows. It's called, I think, TF Moments. So Transformers Moments, right? It's called Transformers Moments. And yesterday, they posted a piece of art that I drew 20 years ago for Transformers Armada. And I'll admit, it wasn't the best picture. It wasn't great. They were, and also, in fairness to the site, they didn't say it was bad. They just said, "Oh, look at the expression on this character's face." And of course, everybody starts piling on and saying the artwork sucks and all that. And I understand, guys. It's 20 years ago. 20 years ago. And then somebody says the artist looks like this, and then put a picture of what's that kid's name from The Simpsons? The guy with the big eyes and the small hair and the short hair. The young kid, the kid in Bart's school. What's his name? The short hair and the buggy eyes. I think they all have buggy eyes, but anyway, I forgot his name. But first I replied to that guy, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I look like. And then I was like, I drew that. And then I got a little defensive, guys. You shouldn't be doing this. Don't do what I did, guys. Don't do what I did. And then I put up, I replied to it, and I put it up pictures of recent Transformers drawings I've done, and I said, did I get better in 20 years, guys? And then my buddy Don Figueroa, who you guys don't know, Don Figueroa, probably one of my favorites. I think he is the quintessential Transformers artist. You'll never find a bigger fan, someone who loves Transformers more than my buddy Don Figueroa. Him and Alex Milne. Like all the other, a huge shout out to all the other, because there's wonderful Transformers artists out there. My friend Livio, my friend Marcello, who does official work for Hasbro. But if you ask me, if I had to narrow it down to two, it's Alex Milne and it's Don Figueroa. Don Figueroa, he replied, he goes, "No, James, you're still the king, man. You're still the king." And I appreciate it, Don. Thank you. But I was like, I was too defensive. That wasn't right. After I put that up, I'm like, yeah, I should have put it up. But I didn't want to delete it either, because then it just shows up as deleted tweet. I'm like, I shouldn't have done that. Though. Got a little defensive. Did I get better, guys? Like me. Don't be like me, guys. Don't be like me. Don't be defensive. Because there will always be people who won't like your art, and just leave it. Just leave it at that. But also, you just wanted to see, like, because, when they make fun of you, you wanted to see if they knew that you knew they were making fun of them if they would still do it. You know? Because it's very easy, especially when it's something old. It's very easy to think, oh, the original artist's not going to see this, so I'll make fun of them. And then I replied back, and I'm like, hey, I'm here. There you go. So, don't be like that. Don't be like me, guys. Don't be like me. But follow Don on Twitter. He's hilarious. Don's great at Twitter. Don's so funny on Twitter. Go follow Don on Twitter, guys. Good follow. Twitter. Let's see here. Next question. Let's see here. From Party Poison. Said, if you were to add Power Rangers, just do one. Plus, when do you plan on doing the Bloodline drawing? Okay. Will I add Power Rangers? No. We're going to keep it simple, guys. I know I'm going to do a Power Rangers drawing later on. Of course, if I could do Power Rangers, I could do Batman, like we said. I could do Cobra Kai, right? That Turtles have crossed over with so many. They were going to do a TV show with Turtles and Power Rangers. Did you guys know that? They were going to actually do a TV show with Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers back in the 90s. They were going to do that, or like the 2000s, and then it fell through. So, no, we're just going to stick to the Turtles, guys. We're just going to stick to the Turtles, right? Hi, Mario. Good to see you, buddy. So, when am I going to do the Bloodline drawing? We'll see. Maybe, how about we do it closer to Survivor Series? Survivor Series is coming out, I think, next week. We could do a Bloodline drawing then. For those of you who don't know who the Bloodline is, it's pretty much the family of The Rock. The Rock's family. The Anoa'i family. But I want to draw all of them. So, currently Roman Reigns, the Usos. But I think the most famous one is, of course, The Rock. The Rock is the most famous. For those of you who don't know, the old timers like me, like guys like Rikishi, Umaga, like Wild Samoans, like all of those guys. I'm gonna draw all of them in one piece. So, wrestling's fans' dream. If you don't like wrestling, you can come and learn about it. I'll teach you guys about the Bloodline. Okay, but maybe next week, but we'll see. Okay, we'll see. Next question. Cyber says, how many hours do you spend drawing per day? Wondering what level of Earth work ethic it takes to get on your level. Remember, the camera turned off. Sorry, guys. 1 second here. Let me just plug it. It wasn't plugged in, guys. Sorry about that. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Apologies, I forgot I took the power cord out earlier. Here we go. 1 second here. There we are. There we go. All right, back to work. Okay, so remember, I've been working for 20 years straight. 20 years in comics. Okay, 20 years in comics, 20 years professional artist. In comics, I've been working 12, 16-hour days, and even overnight, easily, overnight, for 6 straight years. It's like 24/7 drawing. When you're in comics, you're drawing 24/7, 24/7. Okay. When I was in film, I wasn't drawing that much because everything was digital, for the most part. And then these days I just draw. To be honest, this is the only time I really draw is this time in the morning, so about 4 hours a day in the morning. But I will tell you, Cyber, that if you want to be, and I mentioned this the other day, if you want to be a concept artist for Marvel, understand that everybody who wants to be a concept artist for Marvel, they're working at least 8 hours a day drawing. If it's not professionally, on their own thing. Students, I was telling you guys at Feng Zhu School. Feng Zhu, he has a school in Singapore where he's working. And Feng Zhu is a big concept artist, right? Big time concept. He worked on Transformers. He worked on Star Wars. Big time concept artist. He makes his students work 8 hours a day, 5 hours of their own drawing. and then another 3 hours on their assignments. Okay, so to get to this level, you can get here faster for sure. I think you can get here way faster than me. I think you can go way faster than me. But in terms of the actual skill of drawing, it's a lot. And I will tell you guys too, the more you put into it, the more you get out of it. Now, I think it should be focused to all of you guys. I'll tell you, Party Poison, wouldn't it hurt to draw that long? Only to the lazy person. Here's the thing, Party Poison. If you love what you do, it doesn't feel that long. These 4 hours every morning, to me, they fly by. They fly by. It's like I look down, I talk, and next thing I know, it's over. As you see, I don't even move because I love it. I love doing it, right? That's why before, a few years ago, when videos like, I drew 10 hours straight, right? When those videos started getting popular, I'm like, man, the comic book artists are like 10 hours. That's it. Pshaw. That's it. Only 10 hours. Pshaw. Well, it's of course because for us, literally, I drew for 3 days straight once, guys. 3 days straight, and that wasn't because I loved it. It was because I had a deadline. Okay. And that's nothing compared to Brian Hitch, who worked for a week straight and then almost died of exhaustion. Okay. No, I understand in today's age of, mental health and today's age of, so I'm not saying that, that you're lazy or anything like that if you don't do that. I understand you do what works for you. I am telling you what we did in the past. Okay. It's up to you if you feel you need to do that now or not. I'm not in the industry anymore. So it's up to you how much you feel you should work. I'm not going to tell you guys you have to work 3 days straight in a row. I don't want you to. No, of course. Sleep is important, guys. And looking back at it now, I always ask myself, would have been more efficient if I did take a 4-hour nap instead of staying up for 3 days straight? Would the drawing have been better, actually? Would taking a 4-hour nap actually... would it actually help the drawing? Would I have drawn faster than somebody who's been suffering for 3 straight days? So that's the type of thing, guys. That's the type of thing. Now, so to your question, how long does it take to draw? As long as it takes. As long as it takes. But I will say this, right? It's one thing to just go and draw. Okay? I would say those hours that you're drawing, I would take to learn how to draw. So it's not just going there and just drawing your favorite characters, doing the same thing over and over again. We call that insanity, right, guys? It's more if you take the time every day to learn. So follow tutorials, and that's what I would suggest to you. If you're starting off, you want to get better than me. Get better than me. And you might already be better than me for all I know. You're probably already better than me. But if you want to get even better than me, instead of just taking your time, just drawing whatever you want, if you're already at that skill, take that time to do tutorials instead. And there's thousands of great tutorials out there. Use that time to follow somebody and learn how they're doing that art, and then take the time to figure out how to incorporate that in your art. Okay? So it's more than just drawing. Just because I start scribbling on a piece of paper, if I do that for 10 years and I'm just scribbling, doesn't mean that that will automatically turn into a Kim Chung-gi drawing. No. Doesn't necessarily mean that. Okay? It just means that you're drawing a lot. But if you draw and learn, you're going to get there much faster. Okay? So draw and learn, guys. Draw and learn. All right? So hopefully that helps. So next question here. Again, guys, if you want to ask me a question, go to the community chat and ask me there. Okay? Record here. Hold on 1 second, guys. I just got to change the battery in my camera. Hold on a second. Okay. Good question there, Cyber. Good question. Okay, from I read that already. I read that question from Lisa already. That's a Jack Turtle. Hey there, Mario. Jules says, Jules asks, do you do tattoos? No, I do not. I actually got offered to do tattoos when I was younger. Actually, when I was in high school, because I was doing work for my mom's boss at the time. He got me to do, he had a candy machine business. So he hired me to go around to all the malls and fill the candy machines. You'd be surprised of how many people will ask for free candy. You'll be as surprised. Actually, you're probably not surprised. But with that, he asked me if I wanted to do tattoos because he knew I could draw and he wanted to get in the business because it's very lucrative. But I'm like, no, that's not me. Now I do have a buddy that I used to work with at a studio called Shock Studios. So Shock Studios was a it was like this little art place, right? So it was this a few guys run it. Actually, they were associated with a comic book artist named Ken Lashley. I'm not sure if you guys know Ken Lashley, but I think Ken came a little bit later on. But these guys here, they opened up a little studio, and we would come in. We pay like $50 a month to come in and draw and be in that environment of everybody drawing. It was a fun environment. It was fun. And I have a buddy there. His name's Marvin Mariano, and he was like a comic book colorist, so he's doing a lot of coloring. But eventually, he started doing tattoos. He started doing tattoos, and now owns a very, very, very successful tattoo place here in Toronto, and he's doing quite well for himself. So, very proud of that dude that he's doing so well. But for me personally, no, I don't do make tattoos, nor do I have any tattoos. Though I believe there was a dude on I think it was Transformers convention in China that I went to, and one guy came up and asked myself and Alex to, I think it was to draw like a head, and then he tattooed it on his body. He came back the next day and showed us, and I thought, oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. It's too permanent for me, but that's cool. So, anyway, next question from Arslan. He goes, which team will you support in FIFA 2022? I am not a football fan. Oh, unsubscribe. I'm not a football fan. I'm a soccer fan. I'm just joking. No. I've never really followed footy, as we like to call it. No, never really followed footy. I understand it's probably the world's number one sport, right? Football. It's the world's number one sport. I never really followed football. It's extremely popular here in Canada because everyone in Canada is from somewhere else. So we call Canada the melting pot because everybody's from, everybody came from somewhere in the world, of course. It's very multicultural here. So when FIFA comes around, like the streets are packed here, people waving their flags. When the top, whenever you have the final two teams, they're always down, they close down the streets. So fans of those teams will go downtown. So very extremely popular here in Canada. I just never got into it. My team, who would be my teams, they're never in it. Like the Philippines, never in it. Or maybe my Filipino friends could tell me it's here, right? If they've ever been in there. Canada's only been there a couple times. So I had no real affinity for it. Because, my teams aren't there, right? So you relate more when it's something closer to you. Like, of course, you would root for your home team, whoever that is. So with that, I never really followed it because countries I would be invested in, they're not there. They just wouldn't be there. Canada's rarely been there, I think. Are they even there this year? I don't even know if they're there this year. So that's your thing, right? So There you go. Hi, Pedro. How you doing? Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. But hopefully you guys enjoy the FIFA. Enjoy it, my friends. Enjoy it. I'll be here drawing while you're watching. Okay. I went to one exhibition match when I was in Vancouver because my buddy Sharif, who worked with me when we were at MGM, I was working on Stargate at the time. He really wanted us to go to a football match where David Beckham, at that time, this is how old it was. This was a good 12 years ago. David Beckham was coming to town. He was taking on our MLS team at the time in Vancouver, the Vancouver Whitecaps. That's the name of the team. So the LA Galaxy, were coming to play an exhibition match, and he really wanted to go, so we went. And the whole time, he was like, Canadian fans are too nice. Because we don't know what to do at these events, right? You could tell it was like the first time anyone's been to there were a lot of first timers at a football event there. So nobody's chanting, nobody's doing anything. We're just kind of there watching people kick a ball around. And it was one of those games where there was nobody scored, right? Nobody scored. So for us who's never watched it before, we were like, okay. Like, the most exciting thing was the guy who jumped on the field and did something he wasn't supposed to do. Let's just say that. And the funniest, what the funniest part about that one? The funniest part about that day was that David Beckham, they announced that you could win David Beckham's game-worn jersey. Okay, you got to enter this raffle. Yeah, it was a draw, Brody. You could enter to win David Beckham's game-worn jersey, right? Go do this thing. Go enter to win. And then after the game, David Beckham comes out and he's saluting the crowd, and everyone's like, "Yay!" And then he takes off his jersey and runs and gives it to a kid in the crowd. We're like, "Wait a minute! Didn't we win that? I thought we were supposed to win that. I thought we were supposed to win that jersey." Oh well, whatever. I didn't enter anyway, so I didn't. I thought that was personally hilarious. I thought that was great. But it's one of those things when it's a draw and you've never seen it before. It's kind of like, eh. But my friend was so excited after the game. He was so pumped. He's like, man, I want to play football now. I want to play some football. So, and I think that's wonderful, guys. Enjoy your football. Enjoy it. We call it soccer here. Enjoy your footy. Footy. There you go. Anyway, next question here. By the way, guys, again, if you want to ask me a question that I will answer, no matter what, go to the community tab and go ask your question in the space that I say ask a question. Okay, that's what you're doing. All right. So, next question here. From Bravin. Says, would you share your portfolio with us and give us some advice on how to build one for comic artists? I did. That's a great question. Maybe I will do that. I think that's actually that would be a fun stream. Maybe we will do that one of these days. I do have to get it prepared. I can show you like the old ones that I put together when I was trying to get into comic books. But again, I always tell you guys, take it with a grain of salt. My portfolio. Not that it's good or anything, but it's more like that's literally almost 20 years ago when I was trying to break into comics. So what worked back then probably is not going to work now, but I can give you my tips, okay? I can give you my tips on putting together a portfolio for comics and how I got in. I could show you guys my short film, how I got my animation job, my old reels, all of that stuff. I could definitely show you that. So that's a great question. Maybe I will do that. That's a great suggestion there, my friend. Thank you. I'm gonna blow my nose again, guys. Great suggestion. So, one thing, I think I do want to put some scales on this dude, but we'll see. Okay, next question. Raul. Elio. Raul. I like that name. Raul.
Raul. Hello, it's me, Raul.
I should say my name like that. Hello, it's me, Jams. So next question here. Raul. Sorry, I got excited there. Do you play video games? No. No, I don't. And I don't want to start either. I could start, but I see how much time that would be taken away. I'm an extremely busy guy. If I get in the habit of playing games, it's over. I know that. So I don't even want to start. Because I could totally see myself. I see my kids playing games. I could see myself totally getting lost in it. And I just don't have the time for it. I just don't. So whenever you see me draw a video game here, it's because you guys suggested. Either you guys suggested or it's something I know my kids really like. So I don't mind drawing it. And I love video game design. I got a lot of friends who are in video game design. They do a fantastic job. But for me personally, that's why I don't play games. Unless I can feel I can make money off of it. But you don't want to see me stream. You'll get frustrated. You'd get frustrated watching me try to play a video game. You know, sometimes you want to watch a video game because you want to see these guys actually do well, right? Me, it'd be to watch me fail every single level. Ivy. Okay. Next question. Dexify again says, should I follow How to Draw the Marvel? Great place to start. Absolutely great place to start. And you could actually find the video version of that on YouTube. It's there. You could actually find the whole thing on YouTube. So it's definitely a good place to start. How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. Definitely a good place to start. So finish the whole thing. I will tell you though, Dex. Don't just do the parts you like. Do the parts you don't like as well. Okay? Finish the whole thing. All right? Don't start a new tutorial until you're done the whole thing. Okay? That's my advice to you. And then once you're done, then you could start a new one. But problem with me sometimes is I'd start something and then I see some other tutorial out there, and then I'll start trying to do that one as well. No, stay focused and just do one thing at a time. Okay? Start with that one. Finish it. Finish the whole book or finish the whole video, and then you can move on and do other things. Okay? There you go. Dodo daughter Tempesta says, have you seen the last Ronin story of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I think it's close to the style I'm drawing. Absolutely. It's fantastic. Now, I haven't read it. I've heard nothing but good things about it. The premise is awesome. And definitely, guys, like, to be honest, the style I'm doing now, it's just like a comic book style at the end of the day. So people draw turtles like this all the time already. So it's nothing out of the norm. It's definitely nothing out of the norm, what I'm doing right now. But, you know, just adding a little bit of my flair to it. But yeah, you're absolutely right. This is how they draw it in the book. So there you go. SM0812 says, love the art. Can you teach me how to draw realistic humans? Again, I will say, my friend, there's so I would say if you want to draw realistically, I'm probably not the guy to show you that. Like I do the best I can. Maybe you saw my movie poster streams, but everything's laid out already. I will tell you, guys who probably would be better to follow is a guy like Proco. My friend Proco. Well, we're friendly, Proco. I never met him in person. We've texted before, but I never met him. But guys like Proco, where you're gonna learn like real anatomy, real facial structure, and all that stuff, they would be better to try to learn how to do a realistic style than myself. Okay, so if you're looking for someone that can show you how to do it properly, I'm not your guy, but a guy like Proco probably is. Okay, so go follow some Proco. That would be my. Also, again, shout out to Bobby Chu. That's another good place, another good resource. If you're willing to pay a little bit of money, Bobby Chu has a great site. It's called Schoolism, where and you're learning from the best of the best in the world. in there, like the top illustrators in the world teach in that particular course there. So shout out to Bobby Chu. If you're looking for a course that that will really help you get you on your way, if you want, especially if you want to do entertainment art. And when I say entertainment art, you want to be a concept artist, you want to be you want to work for Marvel on their big movies and stuff like that. Bobby Chu, Schoolism, that's a great place to go for that. Okay, all right. Next question. Have you ever tried making tutorial videos? Yes, I have. Straight up tutorials, I probably won't be doing that for now. I explained this before. Now, though technically, if you wanted to just follow along what I'm doing and then you can ask me questions, that's the closest you can get to an actual tutorial for myself. That's the closest you're going to get. So, for example, you're following along everything I'm doing, trying to follow every line. That's a tutorial, and then you could ask me why I'm making these decisions, because that's more important than just following along, guys. Why am I making these decisions? Why am I adding shadow where I am? Why am I adding cross hatching where I am? That's actually more important than the drawing itself, so that you can learn how to apply to your own drawing. But me actually going, okay, guys, now right now I'm kind of sketching this belt here, so I'm gonna draw a line that goes from here all the way to here. So, and I just made fun of myself because I actually do that. I do that in my kids show, Time to Draw, but those are very, very, very simple drawings, like drawing things like cute food and stuff like that. That's what we're doing next week. So I am doing that there. So I don't want to be, I do that, but it's more for like tiny kids, very, very simple drawings for my kids show. But I know you're more interested in trying to draw something like this. So I don't do that, right? So, but hopefully you're picking up some stuff as we're going along. Next question. I'm getting a little thirsty, guys. I might take a second to just get a drink here. Okay. But next question from Arslan comes up with a great question. And if you're new, you probably don't know the answer to this question. But I love telling this story. He's asking where did the name Box Office Artist come from. Okay. So first of all, when I started my YouTube channel, when I had the idea to start my YouTube channel, this is way back in 2013. Okay. I had the idea in 2012. But 2013, when I had a little bit of time, I was home and I had a bunch of my friends who I'm actually working full-time with now. I'm working with them full-time now, but a bunch of my friends in the in the content making business, as we say. We make a lot of content now, but they were willing to help, and I wanted to come up with a YouTube channel. Now, originally this channel wasn't an art channel, necessarily an art channel. I wanted to be a movie reviewer. I wanted to be like my friend John Campion or my friends Christian Harloff. I wanted to be like Jeremy Johns, and I wanted to be invited to movie premieres. That was my main goal, really. I wanted to be invited to movie premieres. So I said to myself, how can I separate myself from those guys, from Jeremy Johns, Chris Stuckman, like all those guys? How can I do my reviews better or different than them? Not better, because I know I couldn't do better. At that time they were the top guys. They were experienced, right? I was not the experienced guy at all. So I'm like, how could I stand out? I said, okay, what if I drew, I preview a movie. At first it would have to be a preview because, I didn't watch the movie yet. What if I preview the movie and then I draw an image, like a movie poster of the movie while I'm previewing it? So that was my premise when I first started. And then when it came time to pick up a name, I went through a whole bunch of names I thought would be interesting. So I remember one, my friend Martin. A lot of you guys know Martin. Again, he's doing super well for himself today. I couldn't be more proud of that dude. But Martin suggested Movie J. What day is it? It's Movie J. But then I came up with the idea, we always talk about the box office. So what if I call myself the box office artist? So it has nothing to do with me being this, this pro artist or anything like that. No, absolutely not. It has nothing to do with me being a good artist. Nothing to me being a good artist. It has everything to do with me trying to review movies. So I wanted to be the movie reviewer, the box office artist. That's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be Soups before Soups. I wanted to be Straw Hat Goofy before Straw Hat Goofy. That's what I wanted to be, but with drawing. That's what I wanted to be. So I did the first few videos. If you guys go back and you actually watch those first videos, so you see that's what I'm doing. I'm in front of the green screen. I'm drawing, but then I'm just giving a preview of the movie and my thoughts. And to be honest, my thoughts were all regurgitated from other reviewers, so I didn't really have an original thought back then. And then I noticed one important factor, guys, when in that experiment. One really important factor. People loved the drawings. Loved it. They hated my commentary. They hated it. Well, I won't say they hated it, but they didn't take to it, okay? They didn't take to the commentary. So then I decided, okay, let's just drop the commentary part and let's just focus in on the art. And that's how it began. So, and the name stuck. The name stuck. So I didn't change anything. I just kept the name Box Office Artist, and it just stuck. So that's where it came from. Okay. So I'm gonna refresh, guys. If you want to ask me a question, go to the community chat and ask me the questions there. Okay. So let's see here. A lot of questions came in, so thank you guys for that. Again from Texify. I'm extremely in love with the drawing, especially drawing like you. Awesome, my friend. Awesome. What artist would you direct me in the case? Keep drawing. So I would tell you, it all depends on what level you're at. Nexify. If you feel you're at a level, you're getting close to professional level, that's when you hone in on the skill. That's when you start nailing down anatomy and perspective and all that. If you feel you're getting close, if you guys feel like you're getting close to the professional level, even if it's just you thinking about it, that's when you really start honing down on the basics. Okay? That's when you start thinking about lighting. That's when you start thinking about perspective, anatomy, all of those things. That's when you can start thinking about that. Once you start feeling that you're getting good enough where you can see the potential in yourself, that's when you can start honing in on those things, because those things aren't the most fun things in the world to do, like doing the mundane, like drawing on cubes and trying to figure that stuff out. It's not the glamorous side of drawing, but it's the necessary side of drawing. Okay, learning human anatomy, sketching it, trying to apply to your art, all that study, that's definitely there. Okay, so I would say get to yourself to the point where you feel like you're getting somewhere, you feel like you have some potential, and then start learning the basics. Okay, and then start learning the basics. It's a little opposite than what some people are saying, because like people say learn the basic first, then draw. But I want you to have confidence. I want you to enjoy what you're doing first. If you enjoy what you're doing, you have a way better chance of actually continuing and finishing and learning. If you start at a point where you feel like you know what you're doing. Okay, so that would be my advice to you. All right. PVY says, how do I get motivated, especially on self-project arts? It's hard. Like, really, the only way you get motivated is two factors. Number one, if it's something you like to do. But what if it's a school project? Most people don't like school projects. What if it's a school project? The number two is if it's working. If the art you're doing is looking good, that's when you get confidence. Okay. Until you reach those 2 points, you just kind of pound through it. And worst comes to worst, deadlines. And we talked about deadlines earlier this week. Deadlines is one of the biggest motivating factors there is. So if you have a set deadline for yourself and you commit yourself, you tell somebody about your deadline that you want to do this, and this by this certain time. Like, for example, for me, I want to get all 4 turtles done before we end the stream today. That pushes me to work a little faster. It pushes me to move on when I feel like I still want to do more. in a certain character. Okay, so that kind of stuff. Deadlines help a lot, more than you know. Deadlines help so much. Okay, so that's what I would say. Okay, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, Dexify. Thank you so much for the nice comment. Do you do commission work, Alex? I will be doing it sooner than later. I wanted to have everything up by this weekend, but I am actually so busy with my show right now. For those of you who don't know, I do the show. It's called Time to Draw. We are actually preparing for a live show next week, Sunday, and I'll tell you guys all about it. I'm still going to stream on it. I'm going to tell you guys all about it more a little bit later on. But hey, if you're in Toronto, you want to come by the show, hey, let me know. If you want to come by, please come. But you know what? The funny thing, guys, I live in Toronto. I don't have much of a following in Toronto. Not many people follow me from Toronto. A few do, but not many. Not many. Like the only ones I expect on these streams are my friends, my party hopping friends that are here. So yeah. So I will be doing commission work probably after that. I know it's already December by that time. I know a lot of you want to get these for the holidays. So we'll see. I'll try to get it up earlier, but when I do, pretty much, I think you could even do it now. You could go, there's a form there. You tell me what you want. You tell me how much you think you would like to pay, and I will let you know if that's doable or not. You know, I do want to be, I do want to be economical for you guys, especially in this inflated marketplace. So, though, I won't do what that very kind lady asked. I told you about that earlier this week. Somebody came in and said, "Can you do like your Superman, 100 Superman? I want you to draw 100 characters, the same size you did the Superman, for $50." As much as I would love to give it to them for that price, I just can't. My time, it's worth a little bit more than that. A little bit more. But if you want a ballpark of what I charge, it's around, let's just say this, it's around what you would see other comic creators charging for commissions. Okay, it's comparable. Okay, I'm not going to charge any more than that. Okay, so, and hopefully I could get it in time. If it's a present for somebody, hopefully I could get it in time for that, for when you need it. All right. Okay, next question. By the way, Daniel says, are you going to do one character? Usually what I do is I charge, it would be 11 by 17. So size of one of these boards, one character, that's the baseline price. And then I charge more per character. Okay, that's usually how I do it. So, next question here. Mar, we'll talk more. Okay, so in terms of, let's see here. Our dad says, what's the best way to draw feather wings that's away from the light source? So that means it's in shadow there, our dad. And good to see you again, our dad. Our dad's always here. I always use the adage, the more detail, like it's like when do you start drawing individual feathers, right? When do you start drawing individual? This question is kind of hard to answer without showing you. But ask yourself, where's the light source, and then the shadow away from it. So if you have feathers that are in shadow, that's where you add more detail. So that's where you would start drawing individual feathers. That's why you would start adding some shade inside those feathers if you really want to. Again, it's kind of hard to do without showing you guys how it's done. But if you can imagine it that way, our dad. So, for example, just see with their feathers under here, here's where I would draw individual feathers. Here. Maybe even shade them a little bit. But as I go across here, I'm drawing less and less feathers. Oh, getting sick, guys. If I do get sick, I want to get sick now before my show, so I'll be healed for my show. Okay? So, come on, sickness. Come on now. Take me now. Take me now. Take me now, sickness. Take me now. So, sorry, Ardette. I wish I could give you a better answer. But yeah, that's how I would approach it. Anyway, so hopefully that helps a little. Next question. Next question here. Let's see here. From Asim0812, who is your biggest role model in art? Again, that's a tiered question because that's changed throughout my life. Okay, it's changed throughout my life, and I believe I answered this before. I'll tell you artists that. Well, I told you guys before the ones that influenced me with the most of my art style. There's about 7 of them. Okay, so we got Jim Lee, George Perez, Alex Ross, Stephen Platt, Travis Charest. I said George Perez already. Brian Hitch, Jeff Darrow. Off the top of my head, that's 7. Those are the big 7 that influenced me the most. Did I say David Finch? David Finch, 8. David Finch over Jeff Darrow, but Jeff Darrow is really a big part of people I follow. Recently, though, definitely guys like Art Germ. I love Art Germ's work. I met Art Germ at a con recently. Well, not recently, but a few years back. A phenomenal artist, especially when it comes to drawing women. I love the way he draws. Period. I love the way he draws. Period, but especially the way he draws women. I think it's fantastic. There's a movie poster artist I love. Right. His name's XSE. When it comes to movie posters, though, and this is a little apropos. We did a little movie poster yesterday. Of course, Drew Struzan, one of my favorite artists of all time, Drew Struzan. Paul Shipper, my friend Paul Shipper. If you haven't seen it on my podcast channel, I did an interview with Paul. He's a fantastic dude. Fantastic dude. Love Paul. So you can check out that interview. And there's this artist, this Korean artist. His name is, I think it's XSE something, and there's some numbers. But I've never seen a style like his, where it's so realistic, but it's so simple. And I was looking at his work, and like I was in awe. Like, it might be a coloring style that I actually try, because it's so simple, but yet he is able to make it look so realistic, even though it's so simple. His coloring style, right? So XSE something or other, I forgot what it was, but his work, incredible. Incredible work. So I might do a substitute. I am getting sick, guys. Oh, thank you very much. Zanvir XSE332. Oh, I'm in love with that dude's work. In love. So I might try it. I might try his style. Or like I said, guys, it's not me copying what he's doing. It's more trying to see what he does. I want to study what he does, how he does his work, and seeing if I can incorporate it in my own work. That's what I'm gonna try to do. But thank you very much. There is Hanvir? Yes, it's Hanvir. Yeah, there you go. KSE. Sorry, KSE. SXE. Oh, X. Too many letters. KSE332. That guy is awesome. Go check him out, guys. That's a style I kind of want to. Like, in my old age, I'm usually not wanting to learn, but that is the first time in a long time I looked at it, I'm like, man, I want to do that. I want to do that. You never know. I might even do it here. Maybe we'll try it together. We'll try it together maybe one day. We'll see. Let's see here. From Aaron. Aaron Jaden Solano, welcome back, my friend. Can you draw in an anime style? No. You know, I did do those 10 styles videos before there, and you've seen me do that, my friend. And just like anyone else on YouTube, I did those for views because they do well for views. But it's not the most fun thing in the world for me to do. Like, it's easy. It is very easy to do one of those videos, guys. The 10 styles videos takes me about the amount of time we do. One, I would say about one of these live sessions. It takes about that amount of time. It's not hard. It's a very easy video that does very well for me. That's why I do them. But these days, if I'm not really into it, I probably won't do it. So if I'm like, the closest you're gonna get, like, is when I do like something like One Piece in a Marvel style. So I'll draw the faces. I will draw the faces very similar to what you see on the show. Okay, I'll draw the faces similar to what you see on the show, but in terms of me actually drawing in that style, probably not. So in the style of my friend D Not So Good Artist, for example, probably not. Probably won't see me doing that kind of thing. So, just being honest, I don't want to say yeah, sure, but I'm not going to do it. But you know, I want to make sure if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Okay, so there you go. OL838 just ate a crumpet. Yum, yum, my friend. Higueredo just wants me to draw like that Goku I did before. Yeah, you do. Xavier R says, have you read The Last Ronin? What do you think of it? I didn't read it, but heard nothing but great things about it. I you know, and you could tell me. You guys could tell me if you enjoy that series. But from what I hear, from what everything my friends are saying, it's an amazing series. I don't read a lot of comics these days. Definitely not how much I read in high school. But I don't even think I've been in a comic store in a long time. The last time I bought a comic, I think was from the dollar store. Because I saw some old Dave Finch trade paperbacks for like $4 at the dollar store. Mario, yeah. Okay, guys, I will say this. If you are open, I think you could even do it now. Maybe we could even do it now. Do me a favor. Let's see if I can do this quickly, because a lot of you are asking, and so I'm going to show you guys here. This is my site. I haven't revamped it yet, but I will show you guys. Okay, so this is my site. Okay, if you go for opportunities here, and I haven't changed this in a while, these are the questions I want you to answer. Okay, I want you to answer these questions, and I would have a better understanding about how much to charge you. So copy these questions here, go to contact, and then answer them here. See, choose an issue, commission request, and right there, write down the budget, and I'll see if I can work in your budget. Okay, I'll see if I can work in your budget with what you want to do. Okay, so let's just start there for now. But I really need to clean up the site. I haven't cleaned it up in a long time. So so if you wanted to start there, Mario, why don't we do that? Okay. So put it back. Nope. Then close it. All right. Just get my reference back up here. Okay. So hopefully that helps, my friend. Hopefully that helps. Thank you so much. Right. So any of you, and then we'll do it live. We'll do it fun. We'll do it live. Okay. If you do a commission request, we could even do it live here on the channel. It'd be a lot of fun. Okay. Let's see here. Gaby Man says, not really a question. I'm currently studying Suzaki style. He's an artist in Japan, and he's super recognizable. You should Google his work. Oh, maybe I will. But not now. That's great, guys. Like, definitely find, and that's a way to develop a style. Guys. It's not you're copying per se that artist, but you're trying to find out. I always say this. when you are studying an artist, you're trying to draw what they're drawing. For example, you're trying to draw this. You're trying to draw this, okay? Just say you're trying to draw this. Understand why for example, I'm putting lines where I am right now. Understand why I'm putting the shadows where I'm putting it. Understand why I drew the shoulders like this. Understand, okay? And that way, eventually time will come you don't need to look at those things anymore. You know, eventually you could go ahead and then you could do your version of it, okay? And once you start doing your version of it more often, you see something original happening. You see something that is definitively yours at the end of the day. But it's a long process. Like, I'll be honest too, even me myself, I don't feel like my style is that distinct yet. It's very similar to what you see my good friend David Finch do right now, but of course he does it way more successfully than I do. More successfully than I do, but you know, it is what it is. So I guess I'm just checking a message here. So yeah. So yeah, that is the question. Okay, Dexify messaged me on Instagram. I'll be honest too. I'm an honest guy. Buy the T-shirt. Get your I'll be honest T-shirt. Yeah, I should make that T-shirt. I'll be honest. My work sucks, but I'll get better. That's a shirt I'm gonna wear. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. My work can be better. My work CBB could be better. To be honest, I don't check my Instagram messages. I hardly check my Instagram messages, and that's bad because I realized that there were some brands trying to reach out to me on Instagram, but I rarely check my Instagram messages. Definitely not the best place to try to contact me. And even if you do try to contact me, even I do see it. It depends what you need. Like, because I don't really have time to talk to people individually or give individual messages unless it's like, you know, unless I extremely have to. So, kind of a moot point to try to contact me online, but your best place to talk to me really is here. Best place to talk to me really is here in these streams. So, that's a great shirt, Knuckle Sandwich. That's another one. It is what it is. Raise Brigade. It is what it is. There you go. Okay, good night, Lil Jen. Good night. It is what it is. Igoretto asks, are there comic book companies in Canada or branches of American companies? I will tell you right now, if you want to be a comic book artist, you can live anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter whether you live in Brazil, Philippines, Africa. If you're good, you could work in comics right where you are. If you are good, you could... If you're good enough for Marvel, DC to hire you, you could work wherever you are right now. Everywhere in the world. There's a comic book artist. If you guys watched some of the comic book documentaries they have on Disney Plus, there's a comic book artist who lives in a van. And he just travels around the world because he goes to convention to convention. He has no fixed address. He has no address. He literally lives in a motorhome. And he drives from convention to convention. Because, you know, comic book artists, we make our money off conventions. So he has no fixed address. He has no address. He goes convention to convention. I think maybe some of you guys know who this artist is, but he's a great artist. So it doesn't matter where you live, guys. If you want to work in comics, if you want to work in movies, if you want to work in concept art you can do remotely, but for the most part, you will have to move to somewhere in the U.S. Okay. So definitely something you could do anywhere in the world. Now, I will say though, in terms of comic companies that run here, the only one off the top of my head that I could think about is Udon. My good friend Eric Koh, Udon. They do the Street Fighter comics, but they do mostly like book publishing. But a lot of my my good Dreamwave friends from back in the day, a lot of them work there still to this day. So. Udon would probably be the closest, but then again, you don't go to a studio. If you work for Udon, you work from home. Even if you live in Toronto, you're working from home. So
That's the thing about comics nowadays. You don't really have to be in it. So, next question here from Dexify. Again, Dexify likes asking questions. Good. See, I'm answering all of Dexify's questions, guys. You want me to answer your question? Go to the community tab and ask your question. I'll answer your questions. Can you personally guide me? That I cannot do, unfortunately, Dex. I just don't have the time. And you're definitely not the only one who has asked. You definitely aren't the only one who's asked. Many, many people ask me to personally train them. I just can't. I don't have the time because also if I do it for you, I have to do it for everyone else. For free, right? You know what I'm talking about? As much as I would like to help you, so you're going to be hard pressed to find someone to work with you one-on-one, unless of course you pay them. Okay, unless you pay them, of course. But you know, I have to earn a living, just like anyone else. I have responsibilities and a family. So the best you could do with me is come to these streams, ask your questions. I will answer as many as I can during these streams. But in terms of working with somebody one-on-one, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to put your hopes up and say it would. It's not going to. Nor would any artist really, unless, again, if you pay them. If you pay them, and understand, it's of course, they have time. They have to or if you could offer something in return to those artists, right? I always say to you guys, that's another t-shirt. I always say, a lot of you guys want to collab with big art YouTubers, or even YouTubers in general. Like, how do I collab with a big art YouTuber? Okay. First of all, I will tell you the only way an art YouTuber or a giant art YouTuber or a giant YouTuber in general will collab with you in your channel if you don't have a following. Okay. First of all, if you have a following, a big dedicated following, yeah, they'll definitely consider it for sure. But if you don't, and you want to collab with a certain someone, how do you do it? Number one, you have to give them value somehow. Okay? Because a lot of the times when we say, hey, please collab with me, we never think of the other side. We never think about, okay, can we offer this person that would make it worth their time? Especially if they're that level. Why would they collab with you? You're taking away their time. And you get all the benefit because you're the one that's being helped here. Like, how are you helping them out? Okay, I'm not talking about me, but any sort of influencer. You want to collab with them. You want them to push your channel. You want them to shout out your channel. But what are you offering them? What can you offer them? Right? And being a good artist, that's not going to cut it. That's not enough. You have to offer something. Now, let me give you an example. My buddy Jazza, my good friend Jazza, the way I met him, the reason he contacted with me was because I was able to offer him something at the time. At that time, when I first met Jazza, maybe I was around 1,000 subs. Around 1,000 subs. He was around the 300,000 range, around there. And Jazza, he wanted to go on vacation. As we know, it's really tough, especially at that time, because you really felt like you had to draw consistently every day. These days, it's a little different now. YouTube's changed. You could take a vacation easily these days, and it's not a big deal. But back then, Jazza wanted to go on vacation, but he wanted to keep the channel running. So I entered one of his contests back in the day. He would do these contests in associated with Netflix and stuff like that. And I would enter them, and he liked my work. And then he contacted me, and he told me, hey, James, I'm going on vacation. And I'm getting a bunch of artists to do some fill-in videos. Would you like to fill in on a video? And I did. Now, what was going on there? One, yes, Jazza is a genuine person who really, really wants to help. He really does want to help new artists. And of course, I do too, of course, right? But not only that, by me filling in, not only that, I'm still bringing in revenue to his channel. I'm keeping his channel going. It's not stopping. And I'm doing it for free. Right? I'm doing it for free. So the value was there for him, for me to come in and do a video or two. And I did 2 videos for him. and both resulted in a big subscriber jump for myself at the time. A big subscriber jump for me at the time. And I couldn't be more thankful to my buddy for giving me that opportunity, because that really did jumpstart what I was trying to do on YouTube at the time. By the way, I spent way too long on this, Raphael. Here. Way too long. I think I should move on. That definitely jump-started what I was trying to do on YouTube. But I was able to offer him something. You see? That's the difference. If I would have just came and said, hey, Jazzman. Hey, Jazza, shout me out on your channel. Hey, Jazza, collab with me now. Collab with me. It's different, right? It's different. Okay? So you got to ask yourself, what can you do? What can you offer this person? Sometimes it's even money. But I have refused people. I personally have refused people who actually offered money to collab with me on my channel. Some people have done that. And I refused because it wouldn't be genuine for me to do that. It wouldn't be genuine for me to do that. Okay? So that's the thing. So I will tell you guys, this is a good way for you to start. Go to their streams. Okay, your favorite artists, go to their streams, talk to them, make profound comments, and don't make it about you. You understand what I'm saying? Don't make it about you. Make it about them. Go to their streams. Talk about their art. Learn from them. Okay? See what you can do to help them. And then maybe let them be the one to ask you to collab. And maybe it'll happen. Okay? So again, just giving you guys the reality. As much because sometimes we don't think that way. Our immediate thought is, oh, please shout me out. Rock. Share my work. Shout me out. Shout me out. That was me. And for him, it's like, why? Why would you? The collabing, I could talk about for a whole hour because there's so much nuance to collaboration. Stuff you guaranteed you guys aren't thinking about when it comes to collaboration, but we'll save that for another day. We'll save that. Okay. Let's see here. Next question. Lisa Draper asks, what's the most difficult drawing you've done and completed, and how long did it take you? Again, I would say in terms of difficult, I talked about that thing the other day. I mentioned it quite a few times this week about how my first job, no, not my first job, but I was working on, not Watchmen, I was working on Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, and there was this concept art that they wanted me to do. They thought I could finish it in half a day, and it took me like a week, and they were not happy. They were not happy. So that was definitely the saddest time I was doing a drawing. But in terms of okay, we'll do another character. By the way, guys, let's do Donnie. Whoops, sorry, that was my bad. I turned it off. My bad. My bad. We're gonna draw Donatello right now. But in terms of the longest I've done it and difficult, I would say the second Star Wars mural. It's it's one of those things where I told you guys I hate drawing the same things over and over again. So drawing the second Star Wars mural was a bit tough for me because I already did the mural before, and I had to redo it. Some things I could keep, some things I couldn't. And it was just a lot tougher for me the second time around. So I would say the longest and most difficult, the second Star Wars mural I did, the 1,000 Hours one that you watched. If you haven't seen that video, go check out that video. It's in my New Here playlist. I would say that one was probably the toughest and took the longest because that took about 1,000 hours or so. 1,000 hours or so. So it is what it is. Danny Rayner says 5:55 a.m. Where you are? Yep, 5:55 a.m. Where I am right now. Next. Okay, so next video question here. B asks your thoughts on AI generated art. I answered this question yesterday. I won't spend too long on it because I did talk about if not yesterday, the day before. But it's the future. It's not going to affect. I told you guys it's not going to affect people who actually are fans of art. It's not going to affect them. It's not going to affect you guys in terms of artists you follow and all of that. It's not going to affect artists in terms of artists they follow. Okay, where it will affect, it's not going to affect the original art market. Okay, it's not going to affect that either. You know what it will affect? It will affect clients. It will affect businesses who are about advertising. It will affect businesses that all they care about is the bottom line, which they should. It's their business, right? They have employees to pay. They have to think about the bottom line. And if AI art, if it's just as good as someone who draws it traditionally, or even digitally, if it's just as good and it's cheaper, why would they hire a regular artist, right? Well, you never know. Knuckle Sandwich Corridor just did something with AI art there. There you go, right? So that's where it's going to affect it. That's where I fully believe it's going to affect it more. It's companies that need art that are just looking for the cheapest way to get it. Okay, that's where it's going to affect it the most. Again, when it comes to the original art market, okay, things like comic books, I don't think it's not going to affect that. I don't think it's going to affect that. Now, also though, I will say though that I could totally see artists incorporating AI into their art. It's just like a lot of artists, they use a lot of 3D in their art now these days. You know, when they're drawing backgrounds and stuff. I know a lot of artists who use 3D. Knuckle Sandwich, AI art when you're on vacation? That's true. I could totally see artists, like, for example, making backgrounds, doing stuff they don't want to draw, and then incorporating that part into their art. Maybe they'll just draw the figures and they'll put it in. But just like anything else, guys, just like anything else, it's here to stay. It's here to stay. I don't see it going anywhere. Like, I think someone said the other day, we should have regulations and stuff. It's not going away, guys. It's just like the internet. You know how many old school parents, like people in the 70s and 80s, who wish the internet went away? How many of you guys want the internet to go away? How many of you guys wish? I don't. This is how I make my living, off the internet, right? But the ARR, it is what it is. If it's here to stay, instead of trying to fight it, okay, figure out how to use it. How to use it to your benefit. The first person to figure out how to use it for their benefit, they're going to be the richest artists in the world. The first person who could figure out this AI art, the first person to figure it out, how to incorporate it in their own work and make it profitable, they're going to be one of the richest artists in the world. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you right now. There you go. See? Knuckle Sandwich. I used AI to get a reference pic I couldn't find on Google. See, you're already doing that. You're already doing that. So that's what I would tell you guys. Oh, everything shut off. What happened? Am I still on? What happened there? Hold on, guys. I don't know what happened here. Something happened. One second, guys. 1 second. I don't know if you can still hear me or not. Something happened here. Huh? Guys, I'm gonna go to my phone. Let me know if you can still see the... Taskmaster's still up. Sorry, guys. Something happened on my screen. All my windows closed. I think you guys could still hear me. Huh? I think you guys could still hear me. Can you guys still hear me? I gotta check my phone, guys. Can you still see me? Blink twice for yes. It's odd. All my windows closed. Just give me a second here, guys.
Yeah, I'm live still, right? I'm live still. You can see and hear me. So crazy.
I see. I can't even see my OBS, and that worries me, guys. That actually worries me because my OBS recording. For some reason, if your OBS crashes, have you guys ever done this? You ever done this? Can I switch to this? Hold on. Expand. It won't let me switch to it. This is so weird. This is so weird, guys. Okay, guys, I might... What happened? You guys know no computers here? I might need to end the stream, guys, but I don't know how. I might need to end the stream and then start it again, okay? Forgive me for this. Huh. Like everything disappeared. It's all open. I could see in my task manager everything's open, but I can't get to it. It won't let me switch to it. It's so weird. But I see you guys. Okay, guys. I'm gonna have to restart my computer, which means that the stream will probably still go. Okay, once I get the computer started, I'm gonna stop the stream, or I might come back. Okay, so just hold on, guys. Hold tight. I'm hoping to keep everything in one stream, but if this doesn't work, I might start a new stream. Okay, guys. So hang tight there. Hang tight. I'll be right back. All right, my friends? All right. Hold on. Hold on. You look like a power outage. Here we go. I'll be right back.